नमस्ते बेटियों, खुश रहिए. I deviant Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I am working here as an assistant professor in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. And today I will discuss the new sessions. That's name is the stack, isn't it? Why we are studying this regarding the stack? But we are studying regarding a stack because why? Because the stack also stores the large amount of the data. So I'm discussing here the stacks, isn't it? So because we are studying about the big data, in that large amount of data has required to arrange that in a proper way, so we are using the stacks. So for better understanding this stacks, I'm just going to share some files. Yes, here is the files. Stacks in Java, basically what stack, you all know that stack is the linear data structures that follow the LIFO, in the sense ki list in first out principles. And stack has one in, whereas queue has two ends, front and rear, and it contains only one pointer, that's known as the top pointer, who is pointing the topmost elements of the stack. Whenever an element is added into the stack, it added on the top of the stacks, and whenever you want to delete any elements from the stack, then this is also happening with the top of the queue. So a stack can be defined as a container in which insertion and deletion can be done from the one end known as the top of the stacks, isn't it? Some key points, if we discuss the some key points related to the stack, then we can say that it is called as a stack because it behaves like a real world stack, and piles of the books also. You can also give the example like the piles of the books, and all the bunch, there is a bunch of the your plates, isn't it, which is situated over one by one. So this is all the real world examples, and a stack is the abstract data types with the predefined capacity, which means that can store the elements of a limited size, and it is a data structure that follows some order to insert and delete the elements, and that order can be LIFO and FIFO. Philo. So, what is the working of the stack? A stack works on the LIFO pattern, as we can observe that in the below figure. So, there are five memory blocks in the stack. Here is the five memory block: one, two, three, four, five. Five memory blocks in the stack. Therefore, the size of the stack will be 5. Suppose we want to store the elements in the stack. Let's assume that a stack is empty. Suppose first that stack, this one elements item is also not in this one. So the whole stack will be the empty. We have taken the stack of size 5. You taken size 5 below, in which we are pushing the elements by one until the stack gets full. Until that these spaces didn't get full, it means the size of a stack 5 is didn't get full, till we can insert, or we will insert any elements, isn't it? Suppose and the first we are pushing the element first into the stack, then it was vacant already, so it I have stored the one. Then we want to push two elements into this one, then easily we can push two, because the size of the stack is 5, so four are left, so we can store this one. And when we want to push the three element third, then we can easily push these elements, because the size of 5 and 3 is left, so 3 can store here. Now if we want to store the 4 of the elements, then we can easily store, because the size of the stack is 5, and we can store two more elements, so we store 4, and the last one spaces is also vacant, and we store there 5. So since our stack is full, as the size of the stack is 5, in the AF cases we can observe that it goes from the top to the bottom, and we are entering the new elements into the stack get filled up from the bottom to the top. Now when we perform the delete operations on the stack, there is only one way for entry and delete, or exit other into the close. So it follows the LIFO pattern, which follows the value entered first will be removed last. the first elements which is here, first one, that will be removed at the last, because removing of elements is also done from the top. You are removing firstly 5, then 4, then 3, then 2. After that you are removing 1. Okay, so the first insertion of elements will remove at the last. Okay, so standard q stack operations, some are the push and pop operations. So push operations is basically used to inserting the elements into that one, and pop operations is basically used to deleting the elements from that one. If the stack is empty, means no element exists in that stack, so stack is an underflow state. Overflow, if your stack is full, then still you are inserting any elements, then that is called the overflow. Okay, so basic difference of underflow, overflow, you are well aware. Now is empty. Is empty is determines whether stack is empty or not. Is full method is defines that the stack is full or not, and this pick it returns the elements at the given positions. Count, it returns the total number of elements available in the stack, and change, it to change the elements at the any given positions. Display, print all the elements available in the stack. So push operations, the step involved in the push operations is what? Before inserting an elements into the stack, we check that stack is either full or not. If the stack is not full, then we can easily insert the elements. If the stack is full, then we didn't insert any elements into the stack. So if we try to insert the elements in a stack, then stack is full, then the overflow condition will arises. When initialize the stack, we set the value of top as -1 to check the stack is empty or not. When new elements is pushed into the stack, first the value of the top gets incremented. So top equals to top plus 1, and the elements will display at the new positions of top, and the elements will be inserted until reach to the maximum size of the stack. Now, isn't it? Here you can see that top equals to -1 we have said. Then you are inserting the elements 10, then you here top equals to 0. So top equals to top plus firstly top equals to 0, then use top equals to 0, and then top equals to top plus 1, it means top value 1. Pushing the 20, so top value 1. Now pushing the value 30, then top value again 1, top equals to top plus 1, top values is 1, and 1 plus 1, 2. Isn't it? So this type increasing. So pop operations means basically the deletion of the data items from that one. Suppose this is the fulfilled data items into the stacks, and the value of top is 3, and we have to remove that value. So in push you are incrementing the value of top, but in here in removing the data items we are removing the decrement of the top value. Okay, top equals to 3 here. So now top equals to top -1, and the value you are removed 40, top value top -1, 3 -1, 2. Now again top equals to top -1, 2 -1, 3, 2 -1, 1. Now again top equals to top -1, 1 -1, 0, value removing 20. Now 10 is alone. Now top equals to top -1, 0 -1 equals to -1. So 10 is also removed, and here empty stack stock value is -1. Now application of the stacks. The following are the application of the stacks. Balancing of symbols. A stack is used for balancing symbols. Some examples like here integer main, cout hello, Java point also. Isn't it? A string reversal. A string reversal is what? A string is also used for reversing the string. And for example, if we want to reverse Java point string, so we can achieve this with the help of a stack. Firstly, push all the characters into the stack, and then use the reverse function to reverse the string. So undo redo, it can also use to perform the undo redo operations. For example, we have an editor in which we write A, then B, then C. Therefore, a text written in an editor is ABC. And so there are three states A, AB, and ABC, which are stored in a stack. There would be two stacks in which one stack shows undo states and the other stack shows redo states. Isn't it recursion? The recursion means the function is calling itself again to maintain the previous state. The compiler creates a system stack in which all previous records of function are maintained. Now DES also using depth first search. This search is implemented on the graph, and GraphWise basically uses a stack structure, data structure, backtracking for the backtracking. We have to create the path to solve maze problems, and for this we are using the stack data structures. And for expression conversion, we are also using these type of stacks, and can also be used for the expression conversion. This is one of the most applications of a stack. This list of expression conversion is given below: infix to prefix, infix to postfix, prefix to infix, prefix to postfix, postfix to infix. And in memory management, a stack is also used. The stack manages the memory. The memory is assigned in the contiguous memory blocks. The memory is also known as stack memory, as all the variables are assigned in the function called stack memory. The memory size assigned to the program is also known as compiler. When function is created, all its variables are assigned in the stack memory. When the functions completed its execution, all the variables assigned in the stacks are released. So this is the basic session which I have discussed with you. These all the things: what is the stack, what is the application of a stack, what is the example of a stack, how operations are performed in the stack. Isn't it these all topics I have discussed today with you in this session? So there might be many questions arises here, that what is the stack, how the what is the working of the stack. Please give a real world example with explanation, isn't it? Why stack is called the LIFO? So can you explain this one? And after that, how many operations are used in stacks, and what is the working of the stacks? What does you mean by push equals to -1, isn't it? So this type of exam questions will be arises through this session. So please read all the possible questions of this session by yourself, and also read these topics from the multiple standard book, and also refers the so many website like Java T Point, your tutorials T Point, your gigs for gigs, isn't it? These all sessions. Please do it carefully, and let me know your query. In case if you have any query, then please put your query into the comment section box, through which we can solve that query in the next session with you. Okay, so be prepared, read yourself more and more. Be hard. Thank you.